That's the Banbury Steam Rally stand. This is the society stand in the motorcycle section. Please make sure. For those of you who just arrived, you'll know how it's been working for the past few years, but starting at 10:30, tractor enthusiasts will be correct.
Good morning, Barry. Single furrow ransom plough on the back as well. A lot of these tractors are used for ploughing matches, etc. Lovely restoration, that tractor, great to see, because once they're in preservation, then they're never going to be thrown away. Very unusual to see one of those. Quite a collectible little tractor. So such a diversity of tractors, ladies and gentlemen, it is lovely to see. I don't think it's a 57 at all, it's a 37. This is pre-war, we can tell that by wide wings. Really wonderful to see that. As I say, maybe huge numbers in the UK, in Dagenham, lovely to see. David Adkins driving that home, and they all come purely and simply for the love of it, for supporting us at the show and giving us a wonderful look to talk about these tractors. They all have a history, they all have a, they've acquired a history, if you like. In other words, because they've worked on local farms, the acquisition of them, the restoration of them, is such an important part of the story. This fabulous display of tractors that we've got here today. We're going to have a more in-depth look at the tractors and talk to the owners a bit later on in the other ring at 1 o'clock. So if you have any questions, do come and talk to us at the main tractor display. I think we're going to have a few more Alice's with a bit of gee, why aren't you on one of those? Michael Davis here has a very, very interesting history. Worked at a local radio station, believe it or not, most of its life.
There's a total absence of driver comfort. That was never considered in the design of these vehicles. They were load-carrying vehicles to go and do a job. And ideal for a brewer's dray, and it's the Vulcan from 1948. Now, Land Rovers, what, commercial vehicles? Not half, because it was a Land Rover that was only built as a farmer's runabout in the first instance. That was the whole idea of it, and it was actually the car that saved the Rover Car Company. Now, going past the commentary point, quite an unusual little vehicle. Those of you who watched Heartbeat will think straight away, oh, it's a Morris commercial. Well, it's not. It's a 1960 Austin, it's the Austin 301, and this was basically a ton-and-a-half carrying capacity. Little coal delivery vehicles, you see, it's equipped here with the scales and everything else. And there's John Eastman now, with his family's J-Series Bedford going past us, John East there. These, of course, were a lightweight commercial, and it was possible to drive them without the heavy goods license. And now, all the way up from Dorset, look at this. And it's the little Commer, the Commer and Carrier range that utilise this very small cab. And variants from diesel to from the four-cylinder petrol engine right the way up to diesel engines were actually in this cab design. The civilian models available in 4- and 6-cylinder engine formats, and they were quite popular with the Forestry Commission. Now, just coming past us is the Unimog, Mercedes Unimog, and the wonderful, I'm not absolutely sure, I think there was an even smaller version than this available, but the Unimogs had a whole range of these little tractors. And the great thing about these was the ground clearance. If you look underneath it, you'll see how tall it is off the ground. And this is achieved by the back axle configuration that actually raises the drive chain above the centre of the rear wheels. And that's a very versatile little, once again, vehicle there, the Unimog. And now the Volvo just slipped past. They're part of our transport heritage. And they're beautifully presented and restored, and they're put out here on the showground for us to see. Because it was these vehicles that actually made all the difference to road haulage in this country. When our motorway system opened out and the owner-driver revolution was going on, we didn't have the vehicles to back it up. And now here we've got Bedford's take on quite an unusual, I've never seen a little unit like this. This is very much continental haulage, but not usually this size. They're normally a little bit bigger with this type of drawbar trailer unit. And you can see it's even got extra wheels to lower to take extra weight. And it's the Bedford Rascal, which once again was the Bedford's take on a vehicle that was made out in the east. But there's a very nice example there. I've never seen one of this truck trailer format before. Then have a look at Oxford Bus Museum. You'll find that somewhere on the Google box. And it's a very interesting display. But there's the Morris Motorworks fire appliance there, followed by the Morris Commercial. This is as close as you'll get to the Morris example of the Austin truck that we've already seen. This is once again a heavier goods carrying capacity on this one. And now another example there, beautifully presented example of a standard hardtop Land Rover. No frills, nothing special, they did the job, and that's what it was all about. With the Scania, which is just coming along behind it now. This particular Scamel, once again another Arctic tractor, but it's been weighted down. It's got a ballast weight there across the fifth wheel coupling on the back. That's the bit where the trailer drops onto. And the Scamel were putting cabs of this type on, this type of construction for quite a very long time. It's a beautifully presented, restored vehicle. Just the way it would have been, properly lettered up at that time, the Charmex BU like these, the 8-leggers. I had a lot of fun driving them, the 8-wheeler, and look at that, incredible.
As you can see, it's going to start at also 2-speed, but this one's a little bit more refined. It's only 250cc side power engine, which has a good horsepower, it's a good performer, but it's a cheap, bulletproof part, big success with this more ubiquitous. We move on a little bit now. Next one, number 15, is a B12. This is 1936. Okay, ready? This was a 250. On its before refined, it had a BSAs on the tank, which had a gate on it, so you could just push it into the gates, we'll get it started. Still a lot of those survived really. Now the gentleman, number 32, he's riding, what can you say about the Banbury? Iconic, the Banbury. Number 40 was in 1952. But everybody knows the Banbury. One gentleman with a blue shirt is riding is a trials one. So he was entering off-road competition work on a 125 Banbury. What are you doing in this one? And produced a big vertical twin. They produced this one, which is a 500cc vertical twin. It's a neat little one. Engine and gearbox built on this B7 twin as it was called. Afterwards, steering this for many years. Super. Is the earlier one. This one is a 500cc vertical twin. This one has an aluminium head on, bit more performance. The model was called a Shooting Star, and they're always noticeable by the lovely green colour that they are. Very, very sporting bike. Not the fastest bike on the road. Very reliable, smooth, lovely bike to ride. So, no problem. And here we are, that's 1955, and here we are, lovely 500cc twin. Still have many more years left in it. 1958 Road Rocket. This was BSAs, top of the range Road Rocket. Went on to be the Super Rocket. 650 overhead valve vertical twin, 4 speeds, good performer, good sidecar bike, smooth, not the fastest twin on the road, but a really reliable bike. This again went on for many years. This one has a red color on it, a bit more sporty. You could tune the engines a little bit. '67. So that's just the way we'll be as the finish. How about will this one start, sir? We're going to give it a go, eh? And what do you want? Will you want to start? Yes, of course, yeah. Yeah. Okay, this is 1958. Dave Meredith, right? This is an A10, which is a 650 overhead valve twin. It's a cafe racer style. It says decided that they wanted was the best, so they put what they wanted on. And this is in a cafe racer style. You can see the short seat on it. A bit like the mods really. People in the cafe racing usually got lots of chrome badges, etc., etc. Maybe a little flashy, but it's a style and people like that. And it's good to see that they survived. Good performing twin, pretty nippy, and he has had various tweaks done on the engine of this one. Right, the Gemma's going to bring on the next one, which is so we don't have one out here today, but this is its, this is the one that fed on from it. This is a Rocket Gold Star. It's a 650cc vertical twin, overhead valve, twin lead and chute brakes, which gives it better performance, reverse gear lever, etc., and goes like hell. Lovely bike. Now, for a section, Rocket Gold Stars, so they're quite sought after, but they're quite easy to fake, unless you know what you're looking for. Is this a genuine Rocket Gold Star? He's not saying. Okay, he's not saying. Okay, we'll move on to the gentleman number 81. On his riding the Super Rocket. We have the Road Rocket, then we have the Super Rocket. This is 1960, and this was the ideal job for a sidecar run. And Nice to see it. He's got his Avon fairing on here, which was a very, very popular add-on in the 50s and 60s. Gives you some good weather protection. This is a 1960 export model fitted with a 1962 Watsonian Palmer childhood outside car. Found in the garden, being used to store garden tools. It cost you £227. I won't ask the gentleman what it's worth now. Thanks for bringing it. But it's an ideal. I'll take my hat off to anybody who can. If you have a look at it in a motorcycle compound, he's got some nice write-ups on it there about the different. Okay. This is a 1962. Okay, but this was the top of the range at the time. He was going to bring out his next one, which is, he says it's an A10, but it has a nice, I'll take the Rocket Gold Star.